One of the biggest advantages the snow bunnies have on our women is snow bunnies will find a dusty brother and see his skill, his talent, you feel me?
Yeah.
Invest in him in college. And by the time he become a multimillionaire at 35, she been with him the whole walk. You see that? A lot of sisters are not going to do that. They're not going to find a dusty brother in his senior year or dusty brother in the community. But you see, he got this business idea. She like, nah, come back and see me when it's up and running. I don't think this ever going to happen. Soon when you waved him off, the snow bunny got him. The snow bunny invested in him. You feel me?
I got
10
it.
years later, the same brother see you trying to holler. He got the white girl. Now you dissing him. You saying they all want white girls. Nah, he came to you. You said you want a ready-made black man. You don't want a work in progress. And I'm telling black women, y'all better start going for some of these works in progress instead of waiting for us to finish the job, because you losing to the snow bunny when you tell us to wait until we got the bag.
My black man was practically homeless when we started dating. He had just literally just got on his feet within like 2 weeks of us meeting, and got a place to live. He was living out of a van. Okay. I am his first white woman. He told me, and this is his words, not mine, that black women would not give him the time of day given his circumstance. A black woman wants somebody already done, already put together. The business is booming and they got money coming in, money flow, big money flow, because they want to be taken care of. I saw the potential in my man, saw how great of a man he was. He's a God-fearing man, and saw how pure his heart is, and saw all of what he was trying to accomplish. And I literally just backed him up on everything.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
What's going on, YouTube? Is your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So y'all saw the intro. Y'all already know what time it is. And it looks like Dr. Umar has been proven right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
White women have too much power over every last black man. And that's why they try to keep them away from us. I don't know who us is, but I'm assuming that you're a black woman and the white women are trying to keep black men from you. That's not the case. I will tell you from my experience, my black man was practically homeless when we started dating. He had just literally just got on his feet within like 2 weeks of us meeting, and got a place to live. He was living out of a van. Okay. I am his first white woman. He told me, and this is his words, not mine, that black women would not give him the time of day given his circumstance. A black woman wants somebody already done, already put together. The business is booming and they got money coming in, money flow, big money flow, because they want to be taken care of. I saw the potential in my man, saw how great of a man he was. He's a God-fearing man, and saw how pure his heart is, and saw all of what he was trying to accomplish. And I literally just backed him up on everything. Now we run a successful business together that I helped him build from ground zero. Not from ground zero. He had a little bit going on before me. He's starting to pick up the pieces, but I tremendously help. And he said the biggest difference between me and the black women that he has been with is they want a put together man, and he wasn't quite put together yet, and that was okay with me. I didn't need his money. I got my own money. I got me financially. I'm good. He was just a bonus. And that, he said, was the biggest difference. And again, I'm the first white woman that this man has ever dated. So his experience was completely different prior to me. I think it is what it is, sweetheart.
Brother on my arm, no brother on your arm.
The way she described that situation, you would have thought she was watching Dr. Umar on that same episode. This man was homeless, y'all. Homeless. And now both of them are running businesses, bro. And living life on easy mode, basically. This is this is very telling, man. It kind of makes you wonder, because keep in mind, this ain't like a NBA athlete or anything like that. This is just a regular of the mill dude. It makes you question, do other races of women vet men, or they see the potential in men better than black women do? That's what I'm thinking based off of what she said in that story. Because I've reacted to her before, because she went viral a while back, because she's been getting a lot of hate for having a black boyfriend. So, but like she said, it is what it is. I mean, hey, it ain't like she waited for the finish at the finish line like y'all did, and she still ended up getting what she considers a pretty good man. So I'm just saying, bro, y'all can't sit over here and just point the finger at them in that case. And there's other cases like that as well. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
Okay, wait. What sis said. I want to tally, okay? Aussie girls, is this the flavor we're at? Because all I gotta say is that's the flavor I'm at. What I want for American men to understand is most Australian women are like this. Some Australian women, okay? And the issue is that Aussie men, like, they don't get it. We're too much for them. All the flavors we have are like Steve Irwin. Okay, they're like Steve Irwin. G'day, mate. Or they're another flavor that want 7 wives and want their wives to obey. And like, I'm sorry, but no, it's not happening. So, Aussie girls, is this the flavor we're at? And if that is the flavor you want, hit me up, because let's go on a girls trip, okay? Let's go.
And you know what? I've heard that the brothers do get a lot of love in Australia. I've always wanted to go to Australia strictly for the sights and other things that I want to see. I never really care for the women, because from what I hear, they're pretty westernized themselves, but still want to go one day. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
Okay, so to summarize this question, basically he's saying, why do you think more white girls in high school are into BBC now as opposed to like in the past? It used to be rare. I'm just gonna answer. Y'all might not like this answer. I know y'all would just want to hear like, oh, because their dick is bigger, like, but like, I'm gonna answer this as a 21-year-old that had friends that were in a lot of just like consistent interracial relationships, and also like, not to sound cocky, but I was very popular, so like I knew these people, and I'm young, I know what's going on, okay? Basically is what I'm trying to say. I really just think it's an attraction thing, because a lot of the relationships were like genuine relationships and like multiple guys, and they just happen to all be black type thing. And like, but like, they're just more athletic, more dominant, funnier, less cringe, I guess you can say. But yeah, I think it's mainly like the energy. They just look better, more attractive features, etc. Whereas like dating a white guy, it's just so like basic, I guess you can say. And then obviously the dick plays a part in it. But when you're like that young and stuff, and it's just consistent, like actual relationships, I'm not talking about the girls that are like having sex with black guys, like not even in relationships. Obviously, I don't know everybody's sex life in high school, but like as far as like relationships go, like these girls were like genuine people. Like they're not sticking it out in a relationship because their dick is big. Like, Kelly. Anyways, that's my personal opinion. It's not necessarily the porn star answer, but yeah, I think overall, and I've said this a billion times, it's just the energy. They just have a dominant energy, and white boys have an inferior energy. Also, I find that whenever white guys have like a dominant energy, it's like unattractive. Like it's kind of like cringe. Like like pipe down. But if a black guy has a dominant energy, it's like that just makes sense. And this isn't always true. This doesn't go for every black guy. It doesn't go for every white guy. But like, that's just what I found happened. Okay, so don't come for me. That's just my opinion.
So yes, I was instantly infatuated and fascinated with Black people because I believe that they were God's favorite. God spent a little bit more time creating them and put a little bit more love into creating them. So yes, I believed they were the superior race. And going forward in life with that mentality, I just always loved Black people. I always wanted to be around them. I always just thought they were the coolest people. And I was fortunate enough to grow up in a fairly diverse area. So I had many Black friends. Most of my friends were Black or people of color. And I was very quickly exposed to Black music and Black talent. Something that my mom really instilled in me was that racist white people were jealous of Black people because they were so multifaceted and multi-talented. They could sing, they could dance, they can act, they could make a house a home. They can cook, they can clean. Like there's literally nothing that Black people can't do. Like they are multifaceted, they are multi-talented. And it made sense to me as a little kid that, like that was what racism was. It was jealousy. Let's be real. Racism 100% stems from jealousy and envy. And just, I think personally, I think people who are racist usually have an insecurity within themselves that they have to spew this hatred onto to other people because it just doesn't really make sense. Racism doesn't make sense in my eyes.
I have a question for some Black men because I know it's not all, so don't come for me saying she said all. I never said that, but I do have a question for some, specifically the Black men who choose to date white women, because that is where I have seen it the most. But I was about to go into the store, right? There was a Black man there. He was with a white woman. You could tell they were together. Okay. As I'm getting ready to come into the establishment, I'm right behind them. He holds the door for me. I said, thank you. He said, oh, you're very welcome. Okay. There was a Black lady right behind me. He let that door go and slam in her face. And I looked and I even said to him, I said, oh, that was very rude. And he said, what happened? I held the door for you. I said, yes, you did. I said, but why did you let it slam in her face? And he just kind of smirked and walked off. I have noticed that a lot of Black men that specifically date white women like to treat Black women horribly. And I will never understand that shit. I do not give a damn who you choose to date. You can date whatever fucking race of people you want to date. I don't give a damn. But why must you treat Black women so horribly when you choose to date outside of your race? And I have seen this more than once, so don't tell me that was just him, because it's not. I have witnessed it, that when a Black man chooses to date another race, he chooses to treat Black women like trash. And that's the most ignorant shit I have ever seen in my life.
Now, I don't know how she got all of that just from a man not keeping the door open, but I mean, this man isn't a doorman. And my thing is why come you couldn't hold the door for the person behind you? I thought that's how everybody did that. Okay, I hold the door open for you. You're right behind me. You got a person right behind you. You open the door, keep the door open for them, and just keep it pushing. So I don't know. That's a bit of a reach for me, but I always found it funny how Black women try to use this as an excuse. They always try to say that Black men that date outside of their race treat Black women horribly. That's a bunch of bullshit. I've dated out of my race for quite some time, and I treat Black women just the same as any other race of women. Women are women at the end of the day for me, so I don't really care what race you are. I'm going to treat all of y'all the same. You know, got to give respect in order to get it back, and if you don't give me that respect back, then I'm going to keep it pushing. It's pretty simple. I don't. Now there are some cases where that might be true, but that is a very, very minority of Black men that date outside their race that behave that way. But like I say all the time, women always try to make the micro argument macro so that to try to justify the way they feel. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, I hear that. Did you hear them talking about Black men? Is that why you're up?
That's kind of
Is that why you're up?
That's kind of what he employed.
Yeah.
What if, after having dated Black men, what suggestions would you offer to white men? Is there any way to like correlate any of that?
Black men in general, and this is a generalization, seem to appreciate women like me more than white men. There seems to be a disconnect between strong, powerful white men and strong, powerful white women. There feels like I'm a lot of woman. I say what I want to say. I do what I want to do. And that for some reason threatens a lot of men. There's a certain type of men that don't like that. They think I'm too loud or I'm too brass but I'm just acting like a man. I'm not acting like anything. I'm acting like myself, and it's similar to what a man would do, and which would be fine. And there's something about Black men that like that. They think that's cute, and they're turned on by my outrageousness or the fact that I don't give a fuck, or that I want, that I'll say the thing. And so I like that. So there doesn't feel like such an imbalance. There's definitely like a cultural thing where Black men, it feels like they appreciate that kind of thing more. And so that's attractive,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not interested in like that kind of showiness. I don't really need anything except I want a decent, honest, good man who's doesn't have a huge ego that can deal with the fact that I'm going to be in the public eye and that I'm going to get attention. And then I had to tell him like, oh, I just want you to know, I have already accepted that the level of joy associated with finding Jesus is something I will never experience. Like I've already accepted that my joyful is already tapped out. This is as high as I'm going to go. I'm not going to break the ceiling. So, but that's in relation to you talking about children and knowing that there might be a feeling you might not experience without having them, which is something I deal with all the time because I don't have children, and people like to go at me for that. Like, you're a woman. How could you do that? It's like, how could I do it? Because I don't think I'd be that good at it. But it's definitely something that I've learned to accept. Like when you say that, I've also accepted, yes, I won't know that joy. There are other joys that I've experienced, but I will not know the joy of being a mother. So I can relate to what you're saying about the thought of thinking about that joy.
Now, I hope I don't pronounce her name wrong. I believe it was Chelsea Handler. She actually used to date 50 Cent. Now, there is some truth to what she said, but I always find it interesting because one of the complaints that successful Black women have, or any Black women that claim that they got their shit together, is, oh, they don't want to deal with men like us. Well, between Chelsea Handler and just the woman that y'all seen in the intro, who both had their own money, why is it that Black men don't have an issue, or they don't have that problem when it comes to white women that are established or have their own? They only seem to have that problem with Black women. I don't know. Now, is that all the time? No, but can't tell me you don't notice this pattern. Let's keep it moving.
Like there's a pressure on you as a white woman dating a Black man.
This is funny you asked this because I did have a conversation with one of my friends.
This friend is Black, by the way.
She was saying that, like a lot of like Black girls your age won't like you because you have a good Black man.
You have a good man right here,
I do see a lot of the white girls and what they're like, and the they say like, I just want a mixed race baby, or like fetishizing Black men. I feel like I do kind of have to prove that I'm not doing that. Yeah. But I'm a little bit over that. For me, it's important to prove myself to his family. At the end of the day, people are going to talk. People are going to say whatever they want to say, and you just move on like with your life.
The first time meet my family.
I'm excited to meet
just
them.
Calm down. You're doing too much, okay? Okay. Relax, all right? I just need you to just...
know damn well.
Man, come shut up, man. Look, come on.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, Grandma. What your damn hands on? How you doing like that, Grandma?
Hi, Grandma. It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I've heard so much about everyone. I'm so excited to be here.
This is the family's favorite fried chicken for Grandma, okay?
Okay.
I need you to try.
Okay, it looks zesty and delicious.
Hey, ain't nothing zesty, okay?
This motherfucker hitting, twin.
Man, you call it twin. See, look, stop, man. Go with all that, man. You always jealous of me. Man, look, we finna turn it up a little bit on.
Okay.
All I want to do is I'm put some house on. And now you tell me what's going on.
Okay.
Now bite that motherfucker.
Oh, this motherfucker pressure.
What you doing? Yeah. Why you sitting there watching that girl in the bathroom?
Boy, I ain't never seen no bitch.
Okay, but you just keep watching in the bathroom. You gonna get in trouble.
Okay. But it's your good.
She cool. I knew it. Hey, I'm starting on my day with a blunt of perk. No pancakes, just a cup of syrup. Baking soda pie and a silver fork. You already know it's how they go. I told y'all it was very well. I told y'all. Anyway, I put it on the counter. Hey, y'all seen the phone around here? No. It's all good. I'm gonna call it. Hey, that's my ringtone. Call me. Give me the phone. You do this shit every goddamn year, man. Damn.
Wasn't very honorable.
Hey, good to see you.
Bye, guys.
Girl.
Yum.
Real,
You better not say it. Nice.
And I just wanted to throw a little bit of humor at the end. Y'all let me know what you thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way you know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.